point, very important, because break-even point is the important part in banking and in industry. Break-even means what? I'll explain you. So watch this video till the end. Everyone, firstly, I would suggest download Adda 24/7 app. So let's start with the series immediately. Okay, let's first cover the yesterday's homework. Yesterday's homework I had given you. It was on credit risk. Yesterday's topic was very important. Remember, we are covering all the important topics only over here. No wastage of time, no scrap material, no scrap talking. Okay. So what was yesterday's homework? Credit risk is the risk that the firm's borrower will not make the promised payments. Okay. Yeah, means the risk that suppose if somebody promises the firm about the payment, but that person is not making the payment. So this can be a risk, credit risk. The risk that the firm will not be able to get a credit from the lenders, means getting loan from the credit banks. The risk that the firm will not have sufficient funds to pay to the employees. The risk due to changes in the input and output prices. So what is this credit risk then? Understand one important part. I'll first explain you these three parts in a short part and then we'll move on immediately. Okay. So the correct answer is, let me give you the first correct answer. Correct answer is A. The risk that the firm's borrower will not make the promised payment. That's the actual credit risk, because that is known as counterparty risk. Remember, credit risk is always of two parts. Okay. One is country risk, country, and second is counterparty, right? Counterparty risk. CP, I'll write it just. Okay. Counterparty risk. Country means the country's regime or country's government is not allowing you to make the payments or putting restrictions, and counterparty means country might be good but the party of yours is bad. Means, for example, country, let's take this North Korea. Suppose if your customer is in North Korea or Afghanistan, what will happen? The customer might be good, but the country over there, the regime over there may not allow them to make the payments. Counterparty, suppose if the customer is in some developed countries like USA, UK, even India, but in the regime is okay, but the customer himself or herself is wrong. In that case, both the ways you face the credit risk. Okay. So the credit risk means the firm's borrower will not make the promised payment. Then what is this BC&D? The risk that the firm will not be able to get the credit from the lender. That is liquidity risk. Means I'll face the liquidity crunch because if I don't get the loan from the concerned banks or whatever institutions. Okay. The risk that the firm will not have sufficient payments for the employee. Same again, liquidity risk. Okay. Okay. Risk due to changes in input and output prices. That is different. That is not at all related to this credit risk. Again, it gives you the problem of liquidity only. Because if the prices change immediately, I'll be facing the liquidity crunch. So the correct answer is A. Everyone got this? Move on. So what is the schedule for today? See here, break-even analysis theory and objective questions. Remember this. We are covering this schedule, this portion in two parts. One is today, break-even, this objective questions, and tomorrow we'll be solving numericals. Remember, everyone follow tomorrow's lecture also as well as today, because to understand tomorrow's lecture of numerical, you need to understand first break-even analysis. So let's cover the theory part first. A break-even analysis is a financial calculation that weighs the cost of a new business, service or product against the unit selling price to determine the point at which you will be breaking even. Now what is this big sentence? What do you mean? It means very simple. This is a part of marginal costing. Marginal. Remember this. Break-even is a part of marginal costing. What is marginal costing? Per unit. How much I need to sell to get my break-even? How much I need to sell to get my sales? Tomorrow's numerical will be clear for you. That's why follow tomorrow's numerical without fail. And for that, follow today's video. Okay, because you need to understand the theory first before going on to the numerical. Okay. So what is break-even? Basically, it gives you the marginal costing part. How many units do I sell? If I sell one more unit, how much profit will I gain? Will I be reaching towards the break-even? What is break-even? Break-even means no profit, no loss. Keep it very simple. Here, it's given over here, I think so. Yeah, it reveals the point at which you will have sold enough units to cover all your costs. So whatever is my cost, is my selling, is my sales, okay, or my profit you can say. From sales we get the profit. So the logic is no profit, let me write it over here, no profit, no loss, okay, equals to BEP, break-even point, okay, equals to BEP. Got it everyone? No profit, no loss equals to BEP. So it reveals the point at which you have sold enough units to cover all your costs. At that point you'll you'll have neither lost money nor made the profit. So nothing, no profit, no loss. Whatever I have spent 1 lakh rupees in getting that machine, I have recovered 1 lakh. So that's it. Okay. So the BEP always carries the point of, always checks the point of whatever I have spent and whatever I am getting back. At what time I am getting back. Okay. The business will want to use the break-even analysis anytime it considers adding the cost. Means what? If I want to bring in the new machinery, okay, so I'll have to first check whether this machinery will fetch me enough money, and in how many months will I recover the cost of that machinery after selling the goods, isn't it? If I don't recover the cost in immediately or at the nearest time, then what's the use of that bringing that machinery, isn't it? So the company will always want that the break-even should be as fast as possible. Now what is the disadvantage of break-even? Remember that break-even analysis does not consider the market demand. Means it just considers the supply side. I need to sell these much goods. I need to sell this much products. But is the market ready to buy? That is the only disadvantage with break-even analysis. But this input will be given to me by my sales and marketing team. So that is not the job of this break-even. Break-even has to do with the financial ratios, and it's very important. Okay. In fact, both the things are important. Marketing and sales will give you the inputs, and based on that you'll have to derive the this break-even analysis. Okay. There are two basic ways to lower the break-even point. One is lower the cost, raise the prices. Simple. That's the logic followed in any bank and any system nowadays, isn't it? Raise the price so that I earn more profits. Lower the cost so that I earn my spending is less. Now understand this point. What do you mean by this? See this. Break-even's basic lies over here. Always remember fixed cost and variable cost. Suppose imagine I bring a machinery of 1 lakh. Okay, I'll bring a machinery of 1 lakh. Okay, now I'll bring this machinery and keep it for dusting. Just the dust gathers on it. I'm not using that machinery. Whether I use it or not, 1 lakh is gone. So that is the fixed cost. Whatever is gone and which can't be recovered is fixed cost. Now if I start using the machinery, suppose if I use the machinery in one shift, so I'll be needing let's say 1 labor. If I use the machinery in 2 shifts, I'll be needing 2 labors for 2 shifts and 3. So what do you mean by variable cost? As I go on increasing the production, the cost will go on increasing. So that is variable cost. So remember, basic rule of any break-even point is this. Fixed cost, see here, cost plus profit equals to sale. That is the basic equation we have been taught since our childhood. So this cost will be of 2 types. Okay, fixed cost and variable cost. So F plus V plus P equals to sales. That is the basic equation. And how do you change this equation as per your requirements? See this, it's like this. F plus P, look at this, whatever I am doing. I am taking this V on the other side, equals to S minus V. So this becomes my contribution. Very important word in this break-even analysis. Contribution. Contribution means what? Sales price minus variable cost. These are all variable, remember. So these have to cover your fixed cost plus profits. Only then you are doing the business. This is known as break-even. Whatever I am selling should cover my fixed cost plus my profit which I am requiring. If I am not doing any profit, then what? See here, it's like this. Suppose if I remove this P and I just bring in F, then what does it mean? My sales minus variable cost are covering my profit. So this will be my break-even point. Here P will be 0. So now if I want to increase my P, okay, so I have to move ahead of break-even point. Okay, so as the P goes on increasing from 0, I'll be earning the profits. I'll be moving ahead of this break-even point. Got it? Move on. Okay, let's go to the objective questions. The break-even point of a company is that level of the sales. Okay, firstly, up till now, have you understood it? Have you understood this concept of fixed cost, variable cost? Have you understood the concept of cost plus profit equals to sales? Type yes in the comment section. Everyone. Like the video. Everyone like the video. Kindly like it, so that what happens, everyone, once you like it, buffering is simple, isn't it? Also, this sharing this video, as far as possible, share it with your friends. What happens in that? As you share, more and more of your friends will gain knowledge, isn't it? Don't you feel the banker should be knowledgeable? Okay, let's move on. So the break-even point of a company is that level of sales income which is equal to the sum of the fixed cost. So is it true or false? What is the equation we saw? F plus P equals to S minus V. This is known as contribution. This is contribution, this is contribution. Both are contribution. So whether is equal to sum of the fixed cost. So here P becomes 0. If my P is 0, it means sales, whatever I am selling minus whatever is the cost, is covering my fixed cost. So that is my break even. So that is true. P is 0 always at the break even point. Okay. Which of the following are the characteristics of BEP, break even point? There is no loss and no profit to the firm. Total revenue is equal to total cost. Contribution is equal to fixed cost, and all of the above. What is the answer? Very simple. Let me see how many of you can answer. F plus P. Remember, that's why I am saying 1000 times. Remember this equation only. Okay. No loss, no profit. BEP means P equals to 0. So now F equals to S minus V. Look at the options given. There is no loss, no profit. So no profit, no loss. Fixed cost equals to S minus V. A is correct. There is no revenue. The total revenue is equal to total cost, isn't it? Whatever I am earning from the sales minus variable cost is equal to the total expenses, isn't it? So that's the point over here. Yeah. Third one, contribution is equal to fixed cost. See, this is the contribution. S minus V is equal to contribution, and that is equal to the fixed cost, isn't it? So C is true, B is true, and D is also true. So the correct answer is all of the above. Got it? Now before going ahead, everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting the premium study material, current affairs, job alerts, live classes, ebooks, tests, whatever you require for clearing JIB and CIB, you will be getting it over here. Also, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting #1 free YouTube series. What are you watching right now? What are you watching? You are watching free YouTube series. So subscribe to it, click on the bell icon, share this with your friends. Also, secondly, you will be getting the latest updates on JIB and CIB. Okay, so do the first thing, subscribe and click on the bell icon. Okay, let's move on. Which of the following are assumptions of the break-even analysis? So what is the assumption? Elements of cost cannot be divided further in different groups. Fixed cost remains certain for zero production to full capacity. So this is something logic, isn't it? Behavior of different costs is linear. Does anyone say over this like this? Okay, selling per price unit remains constant. So selling per price unit remains constant. So what can be the answer over here? Elements of cost cannot be further divided into different groups. So is it that? Means whatever cost I am incurring, can I say that it can't be divided further? Means what do you mean by this? Suppose if I say variable cost for me, variable cost I say it is 100. So does it mean that I won't be able to disintegrate this first into further? Variable cost can be what? Over labor, it can be 50 rupees. Electricity, it can be 30 rupees. So on and so forth. So I can definitely disintegrate or segregate this variable cost into various other elements. So A is not true. But what about B? Fixed cost remains certain from zero production to full capacity. That's the basic logic. If I don't use the machinery, then also fixed cost is gone. So B is the answer. What about C? Behavior of different costs is linear. That is what we have seen just now, right? What did we see? Say this. This is the straight line variable cost, isn't it? Is it curvilinear? No, it is linear. So the answer is C. Okay, B is the answer. C is the answer. What about D? Selling per price unit remains constant. Remember, per price selling price is unit selling price is always constant in BP analysis. So BCD is the answer. What is the correct one? B. Correct? B, C and D. Now, while measuring break-even analysis, it is considered that during specific period, there will be no change in general price level, labor, cost of material, overheads. So is this true? Means once I start doing the calculations, once I do the calculations, I'll consider labor at, let's say, 50 rupees. But is labor really at 50 rupees? Will it change to 60? If it changes, then what? So that is always a drawback of this BEP. BEP does not consider the changes in prices. So this answer is true. While measuring BEP, it is considered that during a specific period, there will be no change in the general price level. So labor, cost and material, everything will remain constant, but that is not the case. So in such cases, how do you handle this? So do you say that BEP is gone? No. We have to consider scenario analysis, various scenarios, okay? Now before moving ahead, see this batch starting from March 24th, English batch, join at ASAP. 80% discount is going on, double validity on Mahapacks. Remember, we are covering all the 4 compulsory subjects, ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL. Then you'll say electives, sir. Electives, you are getting the recorded videos for the same. So don't worry for electives also. Everything is covered. Numericals, objective questions, case studies, whatever is required, it's covered. Use the code Y432. Never forget this code Y432 because that will give you 80% off. If you are using the app, you will be getting it 1% extra, 81%. Have you liked the video up till now? Everyone, kindly like the video because that is a requirement. Yeah, sure. So comment on if you have understood up till now. Yes, comment yes if you have understood. Click on the bell icon. Okay, let's move on. Which of the following are limitations of break-even analysis? What is the disadvantage? Static concept? Yes. Static means what? The point over here is I am considering, as I saw just now, I am considering the prices won't change. But will this happen? Prices will change. Capital employed is taken into account. So that is not a limitation. That is, capital employed means fixed cost, whatever I have employed. That is taken into account. That is the basic formula. So that is true. Okay. So this is not a limitation. Limitation of non-linear behavior of cost. Do we consider it as non-linear? What did we consider over there? See this. This was a basic graph I showed you. This line was straight, non-linear. It was linear. Okay, so that is not true. So C is not true. B is not true. D, limitation of presence of perfect competition. So perfect competition, does it exist in market? No. Perfect competition means there is no government interference. That's the meaning of perfect competition. So will the government not interfere in the markets in any practical world? Not possible. Okay. So the limitation is over here. Static means I don't consider the changes in the labor market, in the material cost, in every. Imagine what are the costs going, where are the costs going of the metals right now due to that Russia-Ukraine war. So Russia-Ukraine war, American crisis of the banks, these are all the external events which will affect your prices. Okay. Yeah, fun for your homework now. Using equation method, break-even point is calculated as. How do I calculate? Which is the basic equation of this break-even point? Remember for that. What is the equation I gave you? F fixed cost plus variable cost plus profit equals to sales. This is the basic equation I gave you. Now answer this. Okay. Sales equals to variable plus fixed plus profit. Sales equals to variable plus fixed minus profit. Sales equals to variable minus fixed plus profit, and none of the above. This is what you'll have to answer. I'll answer it in tomorrow's. Tomorrow is a numerical session. Never forget this. Numericals are the heart of BFM. Okay? Chalo, let me show you how to use this code Y432. Go to Adda 24/7. Everyone, I would suggest go to Adda 24/7 live. If you are having the app, okay, go through the app. Why? Because in the app you will be getting 1% extra. Okay, let me show you. Say this. Go to Adda 24/7 live over here. Click on JIB and CIB. Say this. Click on JIB and CIB. You'll get this. JIB, CIB, Mahapack, CIB 23, JIB 23. Click on CIB 23. Once you click on CIB 23, say this. English batch. Click on the English batch. Okay, you'll see the details of the batch. What are the details? Say this. 24th March starting. How many days of the week? What is the study plan? What are the timings? Then recorded videos are available 24/7. So if you miss out on any class, you can definitely get back to this. Okay. Second point, two-way interactive classes. Two-way means what? You can ask the questions there and then itself. Ebooks are available. Okay. Tests are available. What do you want extra? That much is enough. Click. Don't go study too much. Okay. Follow the classes, that's enough. Click on the view offers. Okay, put the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Okay, say this 23,999 reduces to 4,799. 80% off you are getting. Validity is 6 months. In fact, I would suggest you should go for Mahapacks. What is a Mahapack? Mahapack means 15 plus batches per subject. Okay, 15 plus batches. My God. Means ABM 15 batches, BFM 15, 15 plus. I'm not talking 15. It can be 16, 17, 18, anything. Okay. So click on CIB ka Mahapack. Look at this. Okay. Double validity. What is this double validity? Okay. Say this. Firstly, understand 15 plus batches for ABM, BFM, ABFM and BRBL. Then full length mock tests are available. Topic wise ebooks are available. Tests are available. What is double validity then? Say this. 6 plus 6 months. Without the offer you have only for 6 months, but now you are getting 6 plus 6 double. Okay, so look at this. Next part, 35,996. Click on view offers, put the code Y432. Never forget this code Y432. Click on apply. Okay, 35,996 reduces to 7,199, and that also for 12 months. So per month it is what? Let's calculate. Okay, per month it is what? Roughly 12 months means 600 per month, right? 600 per month. Per day it is what? Divided by 30. So 20 rupees per day. How many batches are you getting? 15 plus batches per subject. So 15 into 4, 60 batches. Right? Are you getting it? So it is less than 1 rupee which you are spending, and that is for your investment for your life. So can't we invest in our life? We invest in mutual funds, SIPs. Can't we invest in life? We can. I'll be back tomorrow with another series. Till then, think over it and join the batches. Okay, because portion is new, subjects are new. You'll be needing a guide, a mentor. Bye from my side.